There's been so much new technology and hype surrounding this season that it's very difficult to know where to look first. Inevitably, some new sled is going to get missed, and I gotta be honest, until it came time to do this week's test ride on the all-new 2011 Apex XTX, I almost forgot about this sled entirely. And one thing no manufacturer wants to hear is that their sled is forgettable. So let's be clear, the Apex is anything but forgettable. The problem is that despite all the new stuff going on with this sled, my visually stimulated mind had trouble seeing what was different. But when the time came to put some miles on a sled that's famous for ultra-high performance and a stellar ride, I took a closer look at some of the big and small improvements that are going to take this sled to the next level. Obviously, the biggest news for the 2011 Apex is its use of the industry's first electronic power steering, or EPS system. EPS is designed to both lessen the effort required to steer the vehicle and insulate the driver from negative feedback from the ground. At least, that's what EPS does on a wheeled vehicle. On a snowmobile, EPS really does lessen the amount of effort required to steer the sled under all circumstances. But Yamaha uses EPS on the Apex for another purpose also. Apexes in the past have been known to dart aggressively. We have always felt this problem was due largely to the design of the ski, most specifically, the non-aggressive center keel profile. The problem with simply increasing the keel of the ski, or using an aftermarket ski with a more aggressive keel, was that the deeper the keel got, the more difficult the sled was to turn. Clearly, EPS was the answer. And after extensive testing, I can honestly say this sled darts less and requires less steering effort than any other four-stroke Yamaha I've ever ridden. The fact that EPS adds weight to the front of the sled doesn't seem to be an issue at all. And it does add weight. If you only look at the specs, you'd think there was no way the trade-off was worth it. But take one ride on this sled and you'll immediately feel how great the sled steers, not how much heavier it is. Yamaha borrowed the original RX-1 motor from a street bike, and that's exactly the same place they found the Exhaust Ultimate Power Valve, or XUP, variable exhaust back pressure system, found right here under the seat. The XUP system is located just in front of the exhaust silencer and uses a butterfly valve to optimize exhaust back pressure throughout the engine's RPM range. The result is a smoother, more linear power banding. Does it work? My seat of the pants feel is that yes. The already buttery smooth power of the Apex's 998cc 4-cylinder 3-valve 4-stroke mill is even smoother this season. Overall horsepower isn't higher, but to me, bottom end grunt may be just up a bit from last season. Another upgrade Yamaha made to this sled in 2011 was the addition of the XTX package. This package includes an extended skid frame wrapped in a 144 by 1.25 lug camouflage ripsaw sneaker. To say that this sled gets incredible traction would be an incredible understatement. The cool part about all Yamaha XTX models is that because the slide rail extrusions are tipped upwards at the very back, the rear of the track is actually not in contact with the ground on a flat surface. This means that while you get all the extra flotation and bridge bumping benefits of a 144, the sled still has the quick handling of a 121. Don't let yourself think this is a gimmick. This setup really works. The visual updates and changes made to the Apex this season are subtle but sweeping. At first glance, it can actually be hard to tell the difference. Definitely the biggest improvement is the seat, which has the rider perched about an inch higher than last season. This small improvement provides big payoffs and actually allows the rider to stretch their legs out a bit more, but it's left us wondering, why redesign the sled and not change the riding position even more? The Apex ergonomics remain very rider back and are not nearly as comfortable for bigger riders or aggressive riding as other, more rider forward designs. My overall opinion of this new Apex is that it does deliver on all the promises Yamaha made about it. As someone who was originally a skeptic about how different this sled could possibly be, I've been pleasantly surprised. Rider positioning is mildly improved. The 144 skid gets wicked traction and doesn't kill handling. X-Up has smoothed out the power band, and EPS combined with the new ski has lessened darting and steering effort while improving precision. I strongly suggest any 150 horsepower 4-stroke customer take a serious look at the all-new 2011 Yamaha Apex XTX. This is the best Apex Yamaha has ever made.